let's check those answers. So measure of arc DE is going to be 68 degrees. Measure of arc EAC is 180 degrees. Measure of arc BCE is 248 degrees. And the measure of arc BEC is 292 degrees. So hopefully those went well for you. The next vocab center section is about circumference. Okay. Circumference is the distance around the entire circle. Or in other words, it is the perimeter of the circle. So circumference is just the word for a circle's perimeter. Now there is a formula we can use. Actually, there's two formulas. Circumference, C equals 2 pi r, r being radius. Or you could refer to it as circumference equals pi times d, or d being the diameter. Okay, so you can use either formula. Now, how are they different? Just simply what you find. So if you have the radius, you would use this. 2 times the radius, or 2 radiuses, equals a diameter. So they're really the same formula. It's just based on if you're given the radius or the diameter. So for number 4, we're going to find the circumference. And in this example, my radius is 6 kilometers. So based on that, I'm going to use the first formula. So C equals 2 pi r. So 2 pi times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. And so we have a circumference of 12 pi kilometers. Now this would be considered your exact answer. With pi. Okay, now if you wanted to approximate pi, then you would use your pi within your calculator, which is very important that you don't just approximate 3.14, because sometimes the rounding can be weird. So make sure you use the actual pi button on your calculator. If your calculator doesn't have a pi button, then you can approximate it to 3.14, but sometimes the rounding can cause issues. And if you do that, 12 pi, or 12 times pi, is 37.7 approximately. Oh, sorry, 37.7 kilometers approximately. Okay. So that is how you do circumference. Now, circumference is going to be used in our next vocab as well, which is about arc length. Okay. So arc measure and arc length are very different things. Arc measure is referring to the angle. Arc length is referring to the actual portion of the circle, which we'll talk about more specifically here, but is a portion of the circumference of a circle that an arc covers. So, for example, pick my middle point. This is my shape, and I want to find the arc length of of that part of the circumference. Now remember what this little shape means? That shape or symbol means theta, which is just a way of using a unknown for what we don't have about the angle measurement, similar to how we use x when we don't know something about anything other than an angle measurement in this scenario. So theta is used more often for angles. So again, arc length is a portion